When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offense.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets away from one, finds room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Harden. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Finds his man. It's Harden. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on it.
Turning it on! Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Jennings. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Out a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes the grab. He's going for the goal line. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber, and just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Sets up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Trying to set up the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy thrown vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley's going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to fire to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Jennings. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on.
Touchdown, SMU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Thrust that arm out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
On the play. And that's a good enough for a first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Renson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the misconnection on third down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating.
There he goes! At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds his back in the middle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 45, on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll go back to the ground. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Catch in the middle. It's Brinson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Mustangs getting set on first and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
28, Florida State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. On the the ground. It's Harden. Oh, they knock it free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
Let's go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Webster. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Berry. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to let...
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
To the air. It's Sperry. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sperry. That's caught, it's McCoy.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
4th down coming up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the